Yo, bro. I only walk for a few uh, hundred, for a few decimeters and kill the bandits. Super well balanced Jagger. According to what I see, his Jaggers are from the corpse, and I can't get more of these anytime soon for free. I hope that I will find some from the bandits. Oh hey!
Fools bite the dust!
Give me treasure and maybe I'll shoot you. Whoa, no loot. I'm looking for freaking Necker. Yes. Where the fuck is it? Those are some strange noises. Oh, some house. Crawled with bandits. Oh shit. Trap damage. You freaks. Alright. Okay. Hey. What's up?
Slaughter the free!
I thought that someone here had a crossbow. Oh wow, that's an impressive set of traps. Time to sell them all. I have only resources and some junk. What I really need is some, I don't know, throwing daggers, for instance. I like projectiles. What is that house? Anyway. Door unlocked. Ah, this is the bandit's hideout. The one that we acquired key from the bandits that killed the troll. Endriga Hide armor reinforcements. Sunrune, superb cutlass. 1622 against my 1925. Worthless. But there are lots of orange here. This hideout is already paid itself out. The funny thing will be if I exit this house and there Laredo awaits me. What's that? That's an impressive rock. I mean, rock formation. But I guess further roads is only by boat, so. Dead soldiers. Lots of warrants. I like it. So our inventory is almost full, so I guess we just head back. With the tiniest hope that we can buy me a boot. Mimi go country song. Well, I have a tiny hope that on our way back we'll find Necker nest, but it's so tiny that I don't even count it. No bonus here. 17. Wolfsbane. Ancient ruins. Functions as a bridge. Every time I see this piece of ruin, I think that it's just a countryside toilet. At least he started working. I like him.
Why, Buck?
You're imagining things, Troll. There's no one here.
I think that's not a good joke this time. Cutlass. What's that? Alright. 1217. Good material for sale. Only 5 weight units left in our inventory. Sadly, there's only a straight road back to the village. So the chance of finding any Necker nest is minimal.
Any chance you'll stay in Lobbington for good? Look, people! Wonders and miracles!
Careful there.
Oh, and my mannequins! Nice technique.
That doesn't make any sense.
What doesn't make any sense? That I have such a great sword and you don't?
Something's troubling me. What was that?
So how's it going, dear? Everything all right at the household? Youngsters.
Oh, we have lots of money now. Robust cutlass. Robust long sword. Well, it's 84 orange. Yeah. So little. Wrath trophy. Damage 6. Interesting. Let's take this trophy.
And how do you find country? Love is where you find it. You're young and noble. You'll return to Flotsam in tears not a year from now.
Let's buy some diagrams. We might need them. Tiara. Limits loss of vigor when pairing at the expense of damage dealt and vitality. Significantly increases vitality while reducing damage dealt. Drowner brain, amethyst dust, diamond dust, elemental stone, essence of water, ardent leather, robust cloth, studded leather. Jam, we're low on money now. I won't buy anything now.
So how's it going, dear? Everything all right at the house?
Maybe someone will lend me an orange. What was that? Disperse. Go home. Well, that doesn't make me.
Left hook! Watch out for the left hook! Regards, Witcher.
Well, we don't need those swords. Though they seem nice.
It's lights out!
Oh shit, we got only one fire rune. Can we craft more? We can't. Fine then. Ladders cost more. I like it. And Giga height reinforcements. RP trap. Effective against RPs.
Left hook! Watch out for the left hook!
I said this Raven armor, but I think that we can enhance it and it will be much interesting. Much more interesting. Oh, we got 2 fire runes actually. Overall, 3 we have. Oh wow, there's lots of these. Ah, it's quest side, it can be sold. Alright, now we have everything we need. Wow, BSOD. Reboot like 3 minutes, okay. If you already took this reboot, you didn't skip anything. I was clearing my inventory. And we took a direct route down to the city, so... Nothing interesting happened around here. I was thinking about enhancing my sword, but I changed my mind. because I can't craft any fire rune, and that would be an interesting start, but I can't, so fuck it. Also, but right, first we need some money, then we can go look for the formula or diagram for fire rune, and then we might craft some and encrust our sword with it, but not right now. Right now we're searching for fucking last Necker nest, and I don't have any idea where is it. Let's try the main quest direction. There's a slight probability that we'll encounter the last Necker nest there while we're going to our main quest location. These are some bandits outposts. Nothing here. Probably more bandits on our way there. Ah, there's trees. Well, we already got it, so let's go find our last Necker nest. Should be here somewhere. I still find that dismantling ballista is a bad idea unless we really don't need it, because against Karen we might need it, and by dismantling it,
Any chance you'll stay in Mobbington for
it was not a good timing to dismantle it the time we did. But the smart thing is probably Geralt won't have another opportunity to get near it, so maybe it's okay. I don't know. Mainly we sabotaged it because I guess Roach needed to strip Laredo of his bargaining chip, and that is this ballista. Also, that might be a reason that he would use power. I mean, he would want to bargain for more tolls with the position of the force. That is, give me more money or I'll drown your ship or something like that. He also might disrupt our operations, I mean Geralt. And he knows that Geralt is a Kingslayer, so he might as well threaten the ship of Geralt. As also, Roach is more or less right that ballista in the hands of some local bandit is, well, this is too much firepower. But I say that such mechanisms are a good way to keep less count of men and more mechanisms, so you wouldn't have to pay too much for keeping his army. Because I guess the upkeep of all that... Oh, there it is! Let's fucking go. Finally. And it's right near the village, damn it. I didn't notice it because usually when I get near the nest, neckers appear, but here they just...
Bloody hell! My heart almost stopped.
Frightened? Well, we completed all the side quests we had. So let's go receive our reward and see Triss, finally.
Bruce, go home.
A fine mess you have here, dwarves.
If I recall correctly, this is the house of... yeah.
It's true what they say. Yeah. I've brought some Necker remains as proof of...
I know what they prove, Witcher. The reward is yours.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, diagram Witcher's superb silver sword. Adrenaline generation on hitting foe +1, bleeding plus 12%, 1725. God damn it. It's so cooler than mine. I don't think that's fair, actually. After all, we have a knight's sword.
Oh, we thought it was young.
Let's see what we have in our stock. First, let's take all the 3 fire runes, see what the effect will have, the enhancement of our Erendite. That's not enough. That's the best room so far. The best we found, so. It's too bad. I really like this sword. Moon room. Sun room. Dwarven enhancement for armor. Well, that sounds interesting. Iron ore, silver ore. Okay. Four units, please. No, we need silver ore, 4 units. Oh wow, we barely have it. One timber. And diamond dust, 1 unit. Let's go do some crafting.
Ah, I'd hire a witcher to put things straight here.
A fine mess you have here.
So, how can we help you, eh?
Craft me an item. Hey, what the hell? You can't craft me that? Ah, of course. At least that's not fire room. Okay, let's create it. Quality common.
My prices stay as they are, and I'll not...
I urge you to.
So, how can we help you, eh?
Let's try. Ah, he has this. So, a diagram. Damage plus 5. Is Geeth room? Oh, this room is great, although it's freaking. It's just a diagram. Elemental stone, nacre heart. Well, I don't have a need for that, so... Well, this sword is a bit longer than Aaron died.
Foltest is dead.
It's 4 more snares? Okay. Epic. Okay, let's review our quest. The Witcher acted in his idea. The Neckers were thus buried in their underground dens, and Geralt went to see Louis Mercy about his well-earned reward. Louis Mercy nodded approvingly, filled in the THX 114 form, and having paid the Witcher, wished him much luck. Then our hero left, thinking about what to spend his hard-earned orens on. Well, we have only the main quests left, so... Right, let's go see Triss then.
I'd hire a Witcher to put things straight here.
Well, Silver Sword is not effective against dummies, so probably we need to use a Steel Sword for that. Fine, let's go see our sorceress. Nice view. Yeah, Triss.
I wonder what's left of that wreck Cedric mentioned.
If the Karen attacked the boat, it's not likely to be much. We're looking for traces of the beast, not boats.
Alright. We should get down. Sorry, Triss. Search the place. We do this simultaneously. Because we can. No, 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 Geralt, no. Where's Triss? She got done already. Alright. What do we wait for here? What's that?
See those footprints?
Yeah. Strange place for an evening walk.
Unless you're looking for adventure.
I guess that's Sheila. She probably is a few steps ahead of us.
My medallion.
Of course. Fuck. Oh, of course. They got my back. Wow, that ended up fast, yeah. Also, he did not throw grenade fast as I pushed the
Medallion's
button.
telling me something.
And, alright. Come on, girl! Friendly fire!
Nice to run into some old friends.
Almost brings a tear to your eye.
Let's examine the traces of the Karen and get out of here.
A sense of war. Let's highlight this quest.
A ram stuffed with sulfur and a dead cobbler. Straight out of Eastern legends. Not good enough for the Karen, though.
Oh, there's the ship. Find the sample of Karen's mucus in its lair. Lair? Key to the Petrocelus captain. What? In the monster's lair, Geralt spotted the wreck of a large riverboat. Within its shattered hull lay a corpse, which, as it turned out, was the boat of the boat's captain. On the corpse, Geralt found a key. Picking it up, he instinctively looked around for the lock it might open. Captain's report, Captain's log. sealed copy of the personal diary of the Petrosilius captain. An exact copy of the personal diary of the Petrosilius captain. An elegant note on the cover states, delivered via the Royal Mail directed to His Magnificence, the Chancellor of the University of Oxenford. Okay. Captain's log. Star date. Hey, what is the star date? Captain's log of the Petrosili. The expedition to Loch Muin has proven a success that will doubtlessly please both King Foltest, who so generously backed our expedition, as well as the university. Oswin seems exceptionally pleased. I have never before seen a sorcerer jumping for joy. Oswin tried to get the crew to mutiny, offering them the valuables we had discovered, in order to keep the artifacts for himself. Fortunately, Foltest's marines remained loyal. Passing Vergen, there was a battle in which we sunk the Daredin. We had to flee, though, continually attacked by the harpies summoned by Oswin's spell. Oswin's spell still has the power to attract monsters, even though the sorcerer now lies at the bottom of the river. The soldiers bravely repel the monstrosities that harass us. I'm almost finished with my report for Oxenford, which sums up the results of our research and marks the location of the Daredin's resting place. We're almost home.
I suppose I could forward this, but where the hell in Flotsam will I find a drop box for the Royal Post?
Having read the captain's journal, wait again. The key the Witcher found on the corpse matched a rusty chest nearby. In it, Geralt found the journal of the Petrosilius captain, and a copy thereof packed for shipment to the University of Oxenford. Our hero concluded that the captain had intended to provide a report of his journey, but failed to dispatch the manuscript for unknown reasons. The Witcher decided to do him that small favor using the Royal Mail that all Temerian officials could access, and who was, by the king's will, the ranking official in Flotsam. The answer to this question was simple. Having read the captain's journal, Geralt noted that 2 boats had sailed the Pontar. Our hero felt he could well be lucky enough to come across the wreck of the second vessel. The Witcher's hunches were rarely wrong. Our hero concluded correctly that the captain had wished to give an account of his journey. However, he had not managed to send the manuscript off. The Witcher decided to do it for him, using the Royal Mail, to which only Temerian clerks had access. And who was the ranking royal official in Flotsam? The answer was simple. That could probably be Louis Mercier, I guess. Let's see if my guess is correct. There's no indication for this quest. Fine then.
Wait a minute.
What are you going to do?
Cast a simple diagnostic spell. It should answer a few questions.
Well, here it was.
This monster's sick, Geralt. It's dying.
How much time does it have left?
A few years? Perhaps a decade and change?
Too long. What's wrong with it? Any information could be useful.
The diagnostic spell showed that some of the cells in its body have mutated.
I'm a mutant.
What makes you think it's dying? I mean, I'm a mutant.
The mucus cells I diagnosed are very similar to cancer cells. In some ways, they're more effective than healthy cells, but they're out of control. They converge to create a red tissue. Very unpleasant.
The poor thing.
But you brought up an interesting point. Want to know the core difference between mutants and non-mutants?
Of course I do.
The changes made through alchemy and magic in your body would require thousands of years to develop on their own. This development would result from genetic errors that would cause your body to adapt, become a more efficient organism, effectively mutate, but over a very long time. When this development occurs over millennia, across multiple generations, we proudly call it natural selection, evolution. When it occurs quickly, in a single organism or a few representatives of a species, we frown on it as mutation.
And here I thought you liked me. What else?
The Karen's highly venomous.
Any ideas for an antidote?
Your Witcher's metabolism should neutralize small doses of the toxin. But if I were you, I wouldn't rely on my mutations alone. An Ostmark potion should do the trick.
I know the herb, but haven't the faintest where I might find it around here. I need to think, figure out how I want to fight the Karen. Maybe I won't need the potion.
Do what you will, but don't say I didn't warn you. Sheila might be eager to get this done, but before you go see her, ask some of the locals about Ostmark. You could try Cedric. Here's the formula for the potion. I need to take care of some things. Manage without me for a while?
Mm-hmm.
See you.
Ah, shit. I thought that some monsters appeared. Always threatening sound. Yeah, you might say that. The Karen's mucus was not only poisonous but also magical, a fact Triss Merigold confirmed beyond all doubt. A herb known as Ostmark was necessary to prepare the antidote. The plant, as is widely known, grows underground in very damp places. Geralt considered whether to search for such a place himself or to ask Cedric for help. Geralt found some Ostmark in a damp cave beneath the Elven ruins and used the herb to prepare a potion that would protect him from the Karen's lethal venom. Ah, we found it. Yeah, we accidentally went into the cave and just did that. In the Karen's lair, Geralt learned that the monster's mucus was highly toxic. Triss gave our hero the formula for a potion that would render him immune to the beast's terrible venom, but he needed a herb known as Ostmark to make it the drought. I've continued the story of the herb in another section, dear reader. Here you will learn how the hunt for the Karen progressed. Okay, but first we need to send a message to Oxenford University, and probably we'll earn ourselves a nice bunch of experience, enough for our level up. Damn how fast it is. The main trick is not to lose the way.
Good luck.
Alright, let's find this official first. Nice. So practically it was... What the fuck was
What was
that? Yeah, I have the same question.
Flotsam's got a garrison. We don't need a witcher.
On your desk. Is that a drop box for the royal post?
Yes, I am the local royal postmaster. One of my many responsibilities.
Would you mind if I looked inside?
Absolutely no problem. Enjoy your reading.
So long.
Louis Mercer's report. Reply to the Temerian Special Forces. In answer to your inquiry regarding a local band producing fish tech, I hasten to inform you that we have not recorded any activity of this kind in Flotsam. Excluding tavern brawls, the town is mercifully free of vice, a fact we all owe to the energetic efforts of Commandant Loredo. Rumors of the brigand Dimitri are likewise false. The rogue in question was executed for his crimes, of which I apprised you in my previous report. Commandant Loredo urged me to convey that he advises you to replace your informer, as the present one apparently fabricates information, but simply he lies like a dog, thus tarnishing the good name of the intelligence service. The commandant also wonders whether your next inquiry will regard a flock of pigs flying over Flotsam or elves approaching the garrison's walls. Gentlemen, please, may the gods preserve Temeria. Louis Mercer, Royal Burgomaster. You son of a bitch. No comments? Okay.
So long.
Fine then. Let's see what ingredients we need for the mongoose potion.
Something's troubling you. Let's see. The bloody witcher actually...
Potion provides protection from the Kairon's toxic mucus. Resistance to poisoning plus 20,000%. Okay. We found Fulgur. Our hero concluded correctly that the captain had wished to give an account of his journey. Okay. When Geralt found the postbox, he thought that it could also contain secret information carried by special couriers. The reader's letters would be interesting reading, so without a second thought, the Witcher resolved to get his hands on the contents of the mailbox. Geralt found a letter to Vizimon officials in the mailbox in Louis Mercer's house. It suggested that Mercer had contemptuously dismissed the charges of corruption, mismanagement, and colliding with bandits against Lorito. It seemed that Mercer openly disdained his superiors in the capital, not fearing any unpleasant consequences. Geralt kept this fact in mind for future reference. Above all, however, our hero placed the parcel from the Petra Sirius captain in the box. I can tell you it reached its address and caused quite a stir, but that's a topic for another story. The potion was safely hidden in the Witcher's bag in anticipation of the fight with Kayren.
Hey!
Hello. The door pushes me.
Any progress?
I never expected to see you at Lorito's.
Whereas I was sure you would show up there. The Commandant is terribly jealous about his small trading post. Anyone of import is summoned to hear him out sooner rather than later.
What did he want from you?
That is my concern, certainly none of yours. We're not a tandem, Geralt. We'll kill the Kayran together, but that is all.
Triss claims the Kayran was born of magic.
She's right. Something that large couldn't possibly evolve in the waters of the Pontar. It looks like the result of some botched experiment. It's growing rapidly and will probably age just as quickly.
I've got everything I need. Let's go.
Excellent. Ready?
Are you wearing makeup?
We all have our rituals.
From what I know, Kayrans are colorblind.
Enough, Geralt. Time to draw the beast out of the water.
Got an ace up your sleeve?
I always do. Don't get eaten, and we'll soon both be heroes.
I hope you're right.
You descend into the bridge and pull it out onto the bank. Take care. It'll be extremely dangerous, even on land.
Okay, but first I need to drink. Alright, first we need to save the game. That's the first. Shit. So, drink that. We drink that. Come on. And we drink that. What's that? Okay, we need Rook. Let's echo. What's the plan again? You want to draw out the monster? Where should I fight? Below?
You descend into the lair.
Okay.
I'll stay on the bridge and pull it out onto the bank. Take care.
He has so many glasses for potions, so he threw them away. Yeah, I noticed that too. It's a good thing that we don't have to collect them. In Fallout New Vegas, in order to create ammo, you need to collect the bullet shells first, and then you can craft some bullets. Therefore, not shattered, well, for crafting are good on the not shattered shells. So that's like 10% of all the bullets shot. Nice one. Yeah, do the dirty work. Yeah. Holy shit. Where'd you attack it? Ah, here? Okay. Oh shit. You're really dead. Haha, you did. What the fuck? Alright.
Air gun! Drop it with the air gun!
Shit. God damn it. Alright, here it is. But how? Where should I put it? Where should I put this Irden? Irden and dodge tentacles.
Air gun! Drop it with the air gun!
How?
You come down and trap it!
Use the side! Drop it with the air gun!
What the fuck? Where should I put it? This Irden. Alright, let's go. What the fuck? That's not fair. Can you see when he hits you? Put it under yourself and wait for the hit to dodge. Well, you know, I just put it randomly right now. You Oh, you.
Air gun! Perfect with the air gun!
You come down and trap it!
Use the spy! Perfect with the air gun! Air gun! Perfect with the air gun!
You come down and trap it!
Use the spy! Perfect with the air gun!
What the fuck? Alright.
Air gun! Perfect with the air gun!
You come down and trap it!
Use the spy! Perfect with the air gun! Air gun! Perfect with the air gun!
You come down and trap it! How many more can there be?
It's angry! Watch out!
Well, sexual kick, not an easy monster to
Angry!
beat.
Watch out!
Shit! That's not fair at all.
Quickly! It's about to break free!
There's nowhere to hide. That's not fair. What the fuck? That's not fair at all. Come on. Continue to go to the left tentacle.
It's angry! Watch out!
Wonder how many more will turn up.
Going somewhere, darling!
What the fuck? Yeah, I have the same question.
Going somewhere, darling!
Ah, fuck, fuck. Come on. Yes. Okay. Now what? Hey, why can't I go here?
We did it. Not a bad fight, wouldn't you say, Geralt? Are you alright?
Holy shit, we made it.
I'm fine.
I've used up much of my energy, so if you needed help...
I've learned to help myself. A sorceress worried about me. Should I be scared?
Playing it tough, like every Witcher.
I had no idea it'd be so big.
Triss was right. It's mutated. Magically induced. I must get to work, collect the most valuable ingredients. What a shame so much will go to waste. Forgive me. Time is of the essence.
Farewell then.
Don't forget to collect the reward.
Oh, I won't.
Boom, boom.
We'd best get to work. We'd best get to work.
Can I have something too? Oh yes, Karen Eyes, Karen Tissue, Karen Skin, Karen Trophy. Karen Trophy, Armor plus 3, Vitality plus 50. Rarity Epic. Well, he's so big that normally anyone would shoot bricks in him. Yeah. And I wouldn't blame him. It's even surprising that someone so small as Geralt can defeat such a beast. Yes, he had help from the sorceress, but still.
We'd best get to work.
Yeah. We have so much work to be done. That corpse survived. Oh, it's night. It's bright as day. Corpse survived. Are you a necromancer or something? Necromancer. Necromancer. And I am not. Still, still I can make someone's dead brother, to fight alongside for revenge with his dead brother. Necropepega.
Wanted to see a vista, eh? Hello.
Hello there.
Hello.
Collect your reward for slaying Karen. Oh wow, this sword is epic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where is everybody? Especially you.
So long.
Ah, of course, we should see Lorido himself. Or we must go to the merchant who posted the reward. Where is he? Should be at the port area.
Thirsty, damn it. Commandant Laredo sends his regards, punk.
Useless freaks. There's another thug.
I tell him, I'm taking your pouch. Or your pouch and your life.
What? Damn it.
Hello?
Job done. The Kayran's dead.
Good work. You've earned your reward.
Well, well. How's the Commandant as a host?
It's people like him who might help us.
Or put us in shackles and throw us into the river.
He told me they're keeping Scoia'tael prisoners on a barge in the port.
Did he mention if Kieran ep Esnalen, Yorvet's right-hand elf, is among them?
No.
He may know something about the Kingslayer.
Let's pay him a visit.
That prick Laredo turned his nose up, eh?
Ha! You think he was faultist himself, parading among his lessers?
You should have seen the battle. The British archers crumbled like houses of cards, and the beast's blood mingled with its poisonous mucus. Finally, the Witcher, with much effort, won the day. The beast was dead, and our hero could pick up the reward he had rightly earned. I must admit that the potion worked exceptionally well in the fight with the huge beast. The Witcher would probably best the Karen even without the protection afforded by the brew, but after all he was a professional. He valued his life too much to expose himself to unnecessary risk. A full pouch of orange improved Geralt's mood and was a fair compensation for the difficult fight with the Karen. Freed from danger, the townsfolk of Flotsam breathed a sigh of relief, and foreign merchants could finally set off. Everything just like in the old stories, before the time the Witchers began to have second thoughts and dabble in politics. From the very beginning, the prison ship moored at the wharf attracted Geralt's attention. Non-humans actually, or alleged Scoia'tael and their collaborators were imprisoned below decks, and Triss told the Witcher that an adjutant of Iroeth by the name of Ciaran was among the prisoners. Our hero decided to speak with him personally. He and the sorceress proceeded to the wharf, hoping to reach the unit's leader, and by extension, Letho through Ciaran.
Glad we made the deal.
True enough.
Ah, that ship. He didn't let me through. Okay, what's next? We followed Triss.
What do you want?
To speak with the wounded prisoner.
No one's allowed.
I'm here on Commandant Laredo's orders.
I already cut a deal with you, but...
So get out of my way.
He won't tell you much. He's dying.
You freaks. What did you do to him?
Welcome, welcome.
Okay, Triss, lead on.
Shut your traps. Stop bloody down there.
Look, Coffer's dozed off.
Wakey, wakey, Coffer. You'll fall asleep forever any day now.
They beat him bad. He's got at least a dozen fractures. I'll need your help.
What do I do?
The spell I'm going to use is painful. It could kill him if he thrashes around.
I'll use the Axii sign to calm him.
Perfect.
Look, Birdie's all wet. Hey!
Get ready, Birdie. We'll be down to see you.
Hey!
What's the bloody meaning of... No playing with your sword, got it?
Alright. I didn't saw the indicator.
Focus or you'll kill him.
Killing is a witcher's trade.
Let's try again.
At first I didn't notice this indicator. But you an elf now? No wish
No
wish?
use.
You wish, Horson. I'm no traitor.
He's raving.
Vadgun? Where am I?
In Flotsam, on the prison barge.
The convict's barge? I'm done for.
How did Loredo's goons catch Yorvith's right-hand elf?
I was betrayed. How else?
There's a witcher in Yorvith's unit.
Like every Dwan, he turned out to be a bastard.
What happened?
He betrayed us. He said he had an offer for me. So we met, where roses of remembrance grow. I should have known.
Roses of remembrance?
Yes, some of the last in the world. He thought that I'd betray my elven brother in order to control the unit. I refused, and there was a fight. I've never seen anything like it. No human can move that fast. It was a massacre. I was the first to be hit, thus I survived. I would have bled to death had Loredo's men not found me. Letho will kill Yorvith, and all will be lost. So many dead, so much suffering, all for naught.
Why does the Dwan want Yorvith dead?
He used us from the start. Our hatred. But he no longer needs Yorvith. Sees him as a thorn in his side. Though I don't know what Letho wants.
Letho. He's the Kingslayer?
Yes.
What does Yorvith want? Why Flotsam?
Go plow yourself.
You've got no choice. Tell me, or I'll kill you.
No! If I die, Yorvith won't learn the truth. Flotsam is only the beginning. We're no bandits, we fight for freedom. In due time, Yorvith will answer the call, and we'll emerge from the woods, joining the battle.
What battle?
It wasn't specific.
In that case, I'll ask Yorvith himself.
I'd like to see that.
We got what we came for.
What now?
Yorvith.
What if Yorvith already knows?
I've got an old saying all ready for him. My enemy's enemy is my friend.
Warn him, Gwynblade. Yorvith fights, for that is what he does best. He's Enshe, a real one, a free one. Among the last. Fighting makes sense. Now more than ever before. There is still hope.
What are you talking about, Kieran? Hope for what?
For change. For a better tomorrow. I'll not see it. They'll torment me to death on this barge, and I'll go gladly where the apple trees bloom. But you must warn Yorvith.
Yennefer told me that Ciri has departed for good. She inhabits another world and is happy there. Before she left this one, she gave us the Isle of Avalok, our island. We stopped counting time. People believe that the wraiths of the Wild Hunt are immortal. They race across the heavens, gripping in their bony hands swords, their lightning bolts. They take away mortals, ever expanding their cavalcade of spectral riders. They burned the orchard and the house. In their armored boots, they trampled our island. And they made off with Yennefer. I had to get her back. Return to reality. Return to the Witcher's path.
Geralt, are you all right?
I've been to the Isle of Avalach, among the apple trees and the mists. After the massacre in Rivia, Suri took me there, and Yennefer. The Wraith Riders kidnapped Yen, and I pursued them.
But...
Triss, this is important. I feel like everything's coming together. When the Witchers found me barely alive a half-year ago near Kaer Morhen, I was fleeing the Wraiths of the Hunt. They continued to pursue me, in the outskirts, then in Vizima when I killed the Grand Master. Now I know it was no coincidence.
Kieran mentioned roses of remembrance growing somewhere near here. Cedric claims likewise. If that's true...
Right now I should be searching the forest for Yorvith, not looking for flowers.
I could restore your memory.
You sure?
Everything seems to indicate that. Whatever's blocking your memory is clearly weakening. I think I could break that barrier with just one petal from a rose of remembrance. Those flowers are truly powerful.
In that case, Yorvith can wait.
Want me to go with you?
I'd love your company.
All right then. Let's go. Cedric mentioned there are some old elven buildings near the cascade in the forest. We should start there.
Lead the way.
Shut your traps. Stop bloody moaning down there.
Coffer's dozed off.
Wakey, wakey, Coffer. You'll fall asleep forever any day now.
Oh, yeah.
Look,
Regarding your question about Yennefer.
Welcome.
Welcome to this dungeon.
I'm glad you're here.
And the Rose of Remembrance follow Triss. Okay. Come on, Triss. I'm following you.
I always say this, and I'll say it.
Interrogating Kieran made Geralt feel strange. Perhaps it touched the nerve, and it certainly caused anxiety. The Witcher could almost hear the memories locked away in his mind, calling for freedom and battering at the door that kept them from him. In the books, Yen and Geralt made a wish to a Jean to stay together forever. Seeing the Witcher's behavior, Triss decided there was no time to lose and asked Geralt to find a Rose of Remembrance. This powerful psychoactive agent could hasten the recovery of his memory. Geralt and Triss went off to search for the flower, or more precisely, Geralt followed the sorceress, who knew how to reach the place where the roses apparently grew. The intelligence proved true. However, Geralt was unable to speak with Kieran, for the elf was writhing in agony, dying. Before Triss could start healing, Geralt had to use the Exile sign to call on him. So Yen was the true love of Geralt, not Triss, but luckily you're to decide now. Following the conversation with Yorvith Adjutant, the servant for the Kingslayer gathered momentum. However, other matters of greater importance Geralt could not wait. The Witcher had a very serious conversation with Triss Merigold, the results of which are detailed in another thread, and only after he finished what he was asked did he continue the investigation. Another vision also came during an interrogation, but this time Yorvith Adjutant was the one interrogated. The smell of apples brought a memory of the Isle of Avalach, a mysterious land where Geralt arrived after the events in Rivia. The Witcher once more lived through the wonders experienced in that place, but he was not to cherish them for long. Wonder turned into fury when Geralt saw a woman being kidnapped by the Wild Hunt. The abducted was very important to him. The Witcher realized that searching for her became his main goal in life.
We know.
Commandeer a bar.
We know. Come on, Triss. I did not exit through this exit. This gets us 2 experience points. Yeah, I need to collect the loot. Wait a bit, Triss. Triss! That? Some orange.
I think we've arrived. The cascade, the menhir. We need to take the path leading upwards.
Gardens in the middle of forests? Those elves really like to complicate things.
Stop whining. It's not far now.
What the fuck? We should reach the waterfall and then follow the path upwards towards the Elven ruins.
Cedric told me a beautiful legend about this place.
Legends are almost always beautiful, especially elven ones. The reality often leaves a lot to be desired.
Well, Cedric also said the site itself was something wonderful. The rose must be here somewhere.
I'll look around.
Alden and Cymoril. Cedric said Cymoril eclipsed even Francesca Findabair with her beauty, and Francesca's reputed to be the world's most beautiful woman.
Cedric drinks too much.
He really has visions, you know. He really has the gift. He could learn to control it if he drank less.
Cedric drinks to get rid of the visions, and that's something I understand perfectly well.
Oh my. Look, girl. It's beautiful. I just don't understand it. How did the elves become so cruel? The one with the scar had so much hatred in him.
Places like this make you realize just how much they've lost. There used to be entire elven cities, and the forests were theirs to enjoy, not to hide in. Humans destroyed that, put them in reservations. Yorvith and his kind are taking revenge, though not all elves are like that.
Kieran said there's a lot more at stake.
He has his ideal, a certain vision of the world. But do you think there's room for humans in it?
We're practically one and the same.
Wrong, Triss. We've been learning from each other for generations, but we're different at base.
I don't know why I find that awfully sad.
Just like this garden. Beautiful and sad.
I'm glad you're here.
Me too. Rose of Remembrance.
Cymoril's Rose of Remembrance. Legend has it they wilt unless nourished with blood, and also if they're sold. But give it to someone you love, and it'll live forever.
This one's for you.
Oh, Geralt.
I want you to keep it. If there's any truth to the legend, It shouldn't wilt, even if you pluck a petal or two.
Thank you.
This is the statue, Curly. Don't mind us. Imagine the corn we'll get. I won't leave the brothel for a month.
6 weeks even.
Where does that woman get the gold for all this? I mean, her and the old man, they're buying a new house. And now these statues for the garden. Must be defraughting the treasury. What's a town chancellor do anyway?
It'd be ploughing hard to move.
We'd never shift it in one piece. I know. We'll break off the legs, the heads, remove it in bits.
Break off your own head, clown.
Shut your trap, cunt.
Hey.
Anne!
Kill them!
Watch out!
Incredible what the N-Shade built before human ships ever appeared in the Pontar Delta. Elves possess a sensitivity humans can't ever hope to acquire. Looks like we're stuck. Well, there must be another way out of here. Why are you looking at me that way? Do I have something on my face? What's going on in that head of yours, Witcher?
Oh, you know. Stuff. You could use a bath.
So could you.
A witcher's blade. Letho comes here to think.
Well, he's not here now, so we've no reason to stay.
The Dwan stole the story of Eldon and Cymru, but they now steal our roses of remembrance. A more silly and shallow tale I've never heard. An enchanted wood, a beautiful elven couple living within. A handsome human prince arrives, riding a milk-white stallion. Bloody Dwan. We Enshe remember how it was. Limitless devotion, passion, commitment, and sacrifice. Legend has it the lovers' sighs are enchanted within these very stones, though only those in love can hear them.
Singing bushes, jabbering stones, elven hogwash. Well, I'm buggered.
We should take walks more often. For a while there, I forgot all about Flotsam, the Scoia'tael, the Kingslayer, the whole world, really.
Nice to know I still have that power.
I need time to devise the spell. It could take as much as a few days. What do you plan to do while you wait?
I'm going to meet Yorvith.
Well, don't get yourself killed. That'd be pretty stupid now.
What are you getting at?
You're about to recover your memory, which will give you a whole new perspective on things. We'll learn what happened to Yennefer.
Uh-huh. And you expect me to drop everything and tell Roach, hey, it's been great, but I've got places to go and people to find?
You know, you could. I mean, you don't really owe him anything. I'm just afraid you'll get caught up in something and you won't be able to back out. Yorvith's a sly old elf. He's been fighting humans for a full century at least. This Letho is no common bandit either, and I shudder to think who put him on the warpath. It's a mire, Geralt. Deep and hungry, and it could swallow you whole before you know it.
It possibly already has.
I want you to know that I'm prepared to travel to the end of the world with you to save Yennefer. I owe you that. I owe her that. I'm prepared to drop everything. The trappings of court life, politics, the regicides. I could even live at Kaer Morhen. It's up to you.
Triss.
Let me finish. I can only say this once. If you want to go alone, I'll understand. And I won't try to persuade you otherwise.
If all goes well, I'll catch the Kingslayer before you finish preparing the spells.
And if it doesn't go well?
Triss, do you really expect me to spend 2 days at the tavern drinking with the locals while
Shit.
Letho's out there?
You said one, okay.
Slimeral's Rose of...
This one's for you.
Oh, thank... Break off your...
Shut your...
Anne!
Kill them!
Looks like we're stuck. What? What's going...
Oh, you know.
So... We should take walks more often.
Nice to...
I need... What?
I'm go-
Well, don't get your...
What do you...
You're about to recover your memory, which will give you a whole new perspective on things.
Ah.
You know, I'm just afraid you'll get caught up in... It's a mire, Geralt.
It possibly already has.
I want you to know that I'm prepared to travel to the end of the world with you to save... I could even live at Kaer Morhen.
Triss.
Let me finish. I can only...
I can't know what the future holds. I don't know what else is hidden in my mind. But whatever it is, whatever happens, I don't want to lose you. I'd have to be an utter fool and complete ingrate to let you go.
That's kind. Thank you. Does that mean we're leaving the regicides to Roach and tending to our own matters?
So that means the option number 2.
I think so. And I think you're right. I don't owe anyone anything.
I'm glad you've noticed that.
But that doesn't mean I'm willing to sit around doing nothing. You need time anyway, and in that time I'll catch the Kingslayer.
Geralt, please, be careful.
I'll go see Zoltan, and together we'll go find Yorvith. With a little luck, I'll capture the Kingslayer, and then we can go back to living our own lives.
Good. Will you talk to Roach?
I'll think about it.
The Wild Hunt. Instinct told the Witcher there were roses for remembrance somewhere nearby. Indeed, Geralt soon saw the plant and could pick the flower he had been seeking. Our hero found a bush of roses of remembrance, leaned forward and picked what looked like an ordinary flower. A rose is a rose is a rose is a rose, a poet once wrote, but she was wrong in regard to this one. The flower really was the key to Geralt's memory. The ruin's atmosphere contributed to an intimate feeling both Geralt and Triss felt, yet intruders disturbed it. A band of thugs stealing the last surviving statues appeared in the ruins. The outraged Triss provoked the plunderers and a fight ensued. Geralt had to defend both his life and that of the sorceress. As if the bandits were not enough, the ground beneath the Witcher and the sorceress' feet caved in. The ceilings of an underground room, eroded by time, gave in, and our heroes landed within. It was a beautiful bathhouse, elven built, of course. It was still supplied with water by a clean spring. However, Geralt was in no mood to admire the works of ancient masters. The Witcher started looking for an exit. You should know that Geralt and Triss had grown weary of missions ordered by crowned heads and of saving the world, whether it in its entirely or in part, not to mention their exhaustion with pursuing secret organizations. After sharing a bath, they had a long talk about private things which had until then been continuously put off. The sorceress wanted to leave it all and flee as far as possible, to keep a low profile with Geralt, somewhere away from all their problems. The Witcher, however, wanted to repay his debt of gratitude to Roach, so left to speak with him. Triss Merigold decided to accelerate the process by which Geralt would recover his memory. She wanted to use magic and needed a rose of remembrance for her spells. Alright.
Geralt!
Oh, he's here. Not now. I'm looking for other stuff.
There you are. Is everything all right? This is nice. What a beautiful place.
Very.
How'd you find us?
Finding those I seek is a speciality of mine. Now, let's get out of here. The Scoia'tael are out in droves.
Wait, Vernon. We need to talk.
About what?
A few days from now, I plan to leave, get back on the path, back to my Witcher's work. That'll mean the end of our mission.
Care to tell me what prompted this decision?
Triss. She knows how to restore my memory.
Why not drop everything and leave now?
Triss needs time to prepare the spells.
You're giving up. No other name for it, you're just giving up. What of the Kingslayer? Many still believe you're him.
I don't think I care anymore. Those whose opinions I value, well, they know the truth.
Uh-huh. You see someone kick a dog and you're incapable of letting it go. And you want to release that fiend who we've succeeded in cornering, who's thrashing to get out of the cage we've put up around him.
I want nothing of the sort. I'm not leaving for a few more days. In that time, I'll catch Letho for you. That's the Kingslayer's name, incidentally. I know how to get him.
How?
You're not going to like this, but it'll involve working with the Scoia'tael.
Is your mind completely plowed at this point? Did Triss put this nonsense in your head?
Listen to me. You'll get your Kingslayer soon. I'll give you him or his head. After which you'll clear me of all charges and let me go my way.
What else? Perhaps you'd like me to embrace Yorveth in gratitude as well.
Yorveth's not my problem. I'm no elf hunter. I've never been one, and I don't intend to become one.
Oh, enough. You've made your decision, I can see that. So be it. But I think we all know who's being the prick here.
Yeah, we pushed him again. He deserved that.
So long, Roach.
Well, Roach is man of action. The Wild Hunt. According to the Nordlings, the Wild Hunt is a procession, or rather a cavalcade of skeletal horsemen. They rush across the sky on the bony remains of steeds. Clad in rusty remnants of armor, they wear jagged swords at their waists. Like comets, the Wild Hunt is an omen of war, which has been confirmed beyond all doubt. The spectral cavalcade ventures out in search of victims every several years, but its harvest was never as rich as just before the last war with Nilfgaard, when over 20 souls went missing in Novigrad alone after the hunt passed through. Curiously, elven and dwarven legends make not the slightest mention of the Wild Hunt.
I found a patient's chart in the ruins of the hospital.
You mean the burned-down insane asylum?
They committed him to the asylum because he'd insisted he'd been a prisoner of the Wild Hunt. He claimed he'd been in a world without humans, where he'd seen herds of unicorns. He managed to return to our world after a year, only to find his children had died of old age. Following this, Vernon, it means he'd been to a world where time flows a lot slower. Larito wants the Scoia'tael gone for good. He didn't say anything specific, but in his mind's eye, he saw them on the prison barge already.
Yorveth's outsmarted bigger fish than their commandant.
Larito's got something going with Sheila, so I'd take him seriously if I were you.
You never know. Maybe the sorceress hunts more than monsters.
You'll get a chance to show your mettle. If we're to capture Foltest's murderer, we'll have to clash with the Scoia'tael.
I sent the boys out into the woods. Tough going, too dense. My scouts got ambushed and barely escaped.
It's no picnic hunting elves in the forest. Tell me something I don't know.
My people saw the Kingslayer again. He knows we're here, but he's not even trying to escape. Seems he's waiting for something.
I think it's our move. So long, Roach.
I don't understand what he wants to us, as we promised that we'll catch the Kingslayer soon, and we don't need anything else then. So why is he upset? He don't want to lose such great warrior as Geralt from his line of sight. No, not drink potions. We'll get to drinking later. Vigor +1. Oh, we've got 3 talents now. Sign damage +5. Nox Exile sign level 2. Hard sign level 2. Queen sign level 2. Fatal Attraction enables to hex up to 2 opponents with Exile sign. Vigor +1. Nox Ignis sign level 3. Sign may incinerate foes. Venting. Queen transfers deflected damage to multiple targets. We got better, though. Right, what's that? Damage reduction. Sword damage. Vitality +50. Right, I think that's very useful ability actually. So we need more of Yrden sign actually, because we use it more often. But it takes at least 4 talents. Shit. We'll get that faster. Tough guy. Hardy. Effects of all oils used. Okay. Well, why not? Trap damage +30. It means that Yrden will cause more damage. Triss had had enough of serving Temeria. She wanted to leave it all behind and go far, far away with her beloved. However, Geralt couldn't forget that Roche had freed him from prison and wanted to repay the debt. Deep in her heart, the sorceress knew the Witcher needed to finish what he had started. She began preparing an infusion from the Rose of Remembrance, but the Witcher had a serious talk with Roche. In the end, he agreed to do one more thing for Roche, to help capture Yorveth. Geralt went to see Zoltan. You should know that Geralt and Triss had grown weary of missions ordered by crowned heads and of saving worlds. Oh, we already read that. Yeah. Okay. So I guess that's it for tonight. Thank you for watching my stream. I hope you liked it. And until next time, if you like my stream, please follow it. And I hope that the following streams will be even more interesting. So I wish you good night and see you next time. I hope it will be tomorrow, but you never know. I hope it will be tomorrow, as these moments of the game will get even more interesting. So have a good night and see you next time. Bye.